Morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is K. Jamal Jones. This is TRS, and today's topic is Les Brown. Les Brown is one of the greatest motivational speakers to ever walk the planet. I was very fortunate to meet Les Brown in 2013. It was actually February 15th, 2013. And the reason why I remember it is because I was a part of an organization where Les came to speak to our group specifically, and we had an opportunity to have lunch with him and on throughout that day. But as he spoke from the stage, an individual asked him a question about how do you speak to an audience of children, specifically teenagers? And he was very honest and he was very humble. And he said, speaking to children and teenagers in particular is much different than speaking to adults. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know anything about that, but I do know someone who's an expert at that. Kenyon, where are you? Now, when he said this, if I was light-skinned, let's say, my face would literally be red. Because even as a brown-skinned African-American male, I was just so overwhelmed with shock that if I was lighter, my face would be red, because I was like, wow. And I was just kind of sitting there stuck. And by him saying my name from the stage, literally gave me an opportunity that I would not be able to have on my own had he not said that from the stage. So going back to his speech, it's not over until I win. It is such a great testament to the power of the human will. See, as human beings, we don't fully understand who we are because we operate in such a 5-sense state. So we utilize what we can see, what we can taste, what we can touch, what we can hear, what we can smell. And very seldom, even as intellectual beings, very seldom do we go beyond those 5 senses. But the reality of it is that which we can't see, that which is unknown, is actually where the true power lies. And all of us have a power inside of us that will allow us to be able to overcome any obstacle. 2014 for me personally was one of the roughest years I've had in a long time. You know, I won't go down a list of things that happened, but one of the things that affected me was my mom passing away. And even as I record this video, my heart is still heavy, and I believe it will continue to be heavy because you never recover from a loss of that magnitude. But one of the things that I'm reminded of is the fact that it is never over until I win. Scripture tells us that all things work together for good for those who love God. So in other words, everything that happens to you, some way, somehow, no matter how it seems, no matter how you feel at the time, no matter how it may affect your current situation, somehow, some way, as subscribers to what the scripture says, we believe that everything works together for good. So in other words, there's no such thing as anything bad. It's either a blessing or it's a lesson to be learned. So we're always growing. We're forever pulling the good parts out of a negative situation or a time that was very testing and trying for us. We're forever pulling out those parts that were good, even though it may seem like we have to strain it and really scrutinize it and tear it apart to pull away the good parts. We always try to find that silver lining, no matter how thin it is, because we recognize and we understand that every single thing that we go through, every single thing that we experience, every single situation that we're in, something good has to come from it. Because that's the way we carry ourselves and that's the way we're able to believe. So when Les talks about it's not over until I win, we have to understand that no matter what the situation is, no matter how deep it is, no matter how insecure it may make us feel, or inadequate, or whatever it does to us, somehow, some way, it is not over until we have victory. And that victory may come in the form of higher self-esteem. The victory may come in the form of a better position at work. The victory may come in the form of a new contract for your business. The victory may come in the form of bringing new people into your business. The victory may come in the form of being able to finally branch out and launch out and accomplish your dreams. That is what the victory is all about. Being able to absorb the hits and absorb the adversity and all the things that you go through as men, women, and children going through this earthly experience. It is not over until we win. So with that, I want to say thank you to everyone who subscribes to Kenyon Jones on YouTube. We are humbled, we are honored, we are privileged to serve you and to invest in your life in this capacity through the social media platform of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. We are grateful. We do not take it for granted. I wanted to remind you to always, always, always rock out with the rock stars. Thank you for watching, and God bless.